There is a moment, quiet, almost invisible, that happens between a cat and the person they love. Your cat walks toward you, unhurried, tail raised like a flag of peace, and then they press the side of their face against your hand, or your leg, or your chin, and then they do it again, and again. Most people smile, maybe say "ah," and move on. But what just happened in that moment is one of the most profound acts of communication in the entire animal kingdom, and almost no one knows what it truly means. Today, that changes. Welcome. If you're here, it means you're the kind of person who doesn't just love their cat. You want to understand them. You want to know what's happening behind those luminous eyes, what they're trying to tell you when words aren't possible. And honestly, that makes you an extraordinary pet owner. The fact that you're curious, that you're here seeking a deeper connection with your animal, your cat already knows that about you. They chose you for a reason. So let's talk about face rubbing. Let's talk about what it really means, why cats do it, what the science says, and what your cat is actually saying to you every single time they press their cheek against your skin. Because I promise you, by the end of this video, you will never look at that moment the same way again. The scientific term for what your cat is doing when they rub their face on you is called bunting. It comes from the Old English word meaning to push or strike gently, and that's exactly what it is. A gentle push, a soft strike, but don't let the gentleness fool you. This is one of the most intentional, deliberate, and meaningful things your cat can do. Here's what's happening on a biological level. Cats have scent glands located in very specific places on their bodies, their paws, their flanks, the base of their tail, and crucially, their face. Around the cheeks, the chin, the forehead, and the area around the mouth, cats have clusters of glands that produce a unique chemical signature, a pheromone cocktail, that is entirely individual to that cat. No two cats have the same scent profile. It's like a fingerprint, but invisible and carried in the air. When your cat rubs their face on you, they are depositing this signature onto you. They are, in the most literal biological sense, writing their name on you. They are saying, "This is mine. This belongs to me. This is safe. This is home." Now, I know what you might be thinking, my cat is marking me like a piece of furniture. And yes, technically, that's true. But here's the thing, to a cat, marking something with their facial pheromones is not a casual act. They don't do it to things they don't care about. They don't do it to strangers. They don't do it to objects that make them feel unsafe. Facial scent marking is reserved for the things and the beings that a cat considers part of their core world, their inner circle, their family, their safe haven. So when your cat rubs their face on you, they are not just marking you. They are including you. They are saying, "You are part of my world. You are one of the things I love most. You are safe." And in the language of cats, a species that evolved as both predator and prey, a species that survived by being cautious, independent, and selective, that is everything. Let's go deeper. Because there are actually different types of face rubbing, and each one carries a slightly different message. The first is the cheek rub. This is when your cat presses the side of their face, specifically the cheek area, against you or an object. This is the most common form of bunting and it's primarily about scent marking and ownership. When your cat cheek rubs you, they are depositing the highest concentration of their facial pheromones onto you. They are, essentially, signing you, claiming you, saying, "I have chosen this human." The second type is the chin rub. The chin contains its own set of scent glands, and chin rubbing tends to happen during moments of particular affection or excitement. You'll often see it when your cat is very happy to see you, when you come home after a long day, or when you've been sitting quietly together and the mood is just right. The chin rub is warmer, more emotional. It's less about territory and more about love. The third type is the forehead bump, sometimes called a headbutt or a headbutt. This is when your cat presses their forehead directly against you, often with a little bit of pressure. This is the most intimate form of facial contact a cat can offer. The forehead contains scent glands too, but the headbutt is also a physical act of closeness. It requires your cat to be completely vulnerable, to close their eyes, to press their most sensitive area against you. When a cat headbutts you, they are not just marking you. They are trusting you with their safety. They are saying, "I am not afraid of you. I am not on guard around you. I can close my eyes and press my face against you and know that nothing bad will happen." In the wild, that level of trust is almost unheard of. Cats are solitary hunters. They don't form packs. They don't rely on others for survival the way dogs do. Every act of vulnerability is a choice, a conscious, deliberate choice to lower their defenses. And they are making that choice with you. Now let's talk about what triggers face rubbing, because understanding the context makes the behavior even more meaningful. One of the most common triggers is your return home. If your cat runs to the door when you come back and immediately starts rubbing their face on your legs, your shoes, your bag, they are doing something very specific. While you were gone, your scent faded from their environment. The invisible map of safety they had built around your home, made up of their own scent mixed with yours, began to dissolve. When you return, they are urgently refreshing that map. They are re-establishing the scent bond between you. They are saying, "You're back. You're here. Everything is okay again." This is also why cats sometimes seem almost frantic about face rubbing when you return, especially if you've been gone for a long time, or if you smell strongly of other places, other animals, other people. From your cat's perspective, you've come back smelling like a stranger. The face rubbing is their way of fixing that, of making you smell like home again. Another common trigger is new objects or changes in the environment. If you bring home a new piece of furniture, a new bag, a new person, your cat may rub their face on all of it. This is not aggression or anxiety, though it can look that way. It's your cat doing what they always do, building their scent map, establishing safety, creating familiarity out of the unknown. A cat that rubs their face on a new object is a cat that is choosing to accept that object into their world. It's a sign of adaptability and confidence. And a cat that rubs their face on a new person, that's one of the highest compliments a cat can pay. It means, "I have decided you are safe. I have decided you belong here." Face rubbing also happens during social bonding between cats. When two cats who know and trust each other meet, they will often engage in mutual face rubbing, pressing their cheeks and foreheads together, mingling their scents into a shared signature. This is called allo rubbing, and it creates what researchers call a group scent, a collective identity that says, "We belong together. We are family." When your cat rubs their face on you, they are doing the same thing. They are creating a group scent between you and them. They are making you part of their family in the most biological, fundamental way possible. You are not just their owner. You are their person, their colony, their home. Now, there's something else happening during face rubbing that most people completely overlook, and it's one of the most beautiful things about this behavior. When cats rub their faces on things, they're not just depositing scent. They're also reading scent. The area around a cat's mouth and nose is extraordinarily sensitive. As they rub, they are also smelling, taking in information about you, about your health, your mood, your day. Cats can detect changes in human body chemistry that we can't even perceive ourselves. They can smell stress hormones. They can detect illness. They can sense emotional states through the subtle chemical signals our bodies produce. So when your cat rubs their face on you and then pauses, nose twitching, eyes half closed, they are reading you. They are checking in. They are asking, "How are you today? Are you okay? Do you need me?" And often, they respond to what they find. Cats are far more empathetic than they are given credit for. Studies have shown that cats respond to their owners' emotional states, that they are more likely to seek contact and offer comfort when their owner is sad or stressed. The face rub is often the beginning of that process. It's how they gather the information they need to decide how to be there for you. Think about that for a moment. Your cat, this small, independent, ancient creature, is pressing their face against you and reading your emotional states so they can figure out how to help. That's not just cute. That's profound. Let's talk about what it means when your cat rubs their face on you in specific situations, because context matters enormously in feline communication. When your cat rubs their face on you first thing in the morning, before you've even gotten out of bed, that's a greeting ritual. Cats are crepuscular, meaning they're most active at dawn and dusk. Morning is a peak activity time for them, and the first thing they want to do is re-establish the bond with you. The morning face rub is your cat saying, "Good morning. I'm glad you're here. Let's start the day together." When your cat rubs their face on you while you're working or reading, while you're distracted and not paying attention to them, that's a bid for connection. They're not necessarily asking for food or play. They're asking for acknowledgement. They're saying, "I'm here. I see you. Do you see me?" The appropriate response, by the way, is to pause, look at them, and offer a slow blink, the feline equivalent of a smile. If they slow blink back, you've just had a full conversation in cat language. When your cat rubs their face on you after a conflict, after you've accidentally startled them, or after they've been to the vet, or after something stressful has happened, that's a reconciliation gesture. Cats don't hold grudges the way humans do, but they do need to re-establish safety after disruption. The face rub is their way of saying, "We're okay. The bond is still there. I still trust you." And when your cat rubs their face on you for no apparent reason, when you're just sitting quietly, nothing special happening, and they walk over and press their cheek against your hand, that's the purest form of this behavior. That's your cat saying, "I love you. Not because I'm hungry. Not because I want something. Just because you're here. And being near you makes me feel good. And I want you to know that." There is a concept in feline behavior research called social referencing, the idea that cats look to their trusted humans for cues about how to feel about the world. When something new or uncertain happens, cats will often look at their owner's face to gauge the appropriate response. If you're calm, they're more likely to be calm. If you're anxious, they pick up on that too. Face rubbing is part of this social referencing system. By keeping your scent fresh on their body, by maintaining that olfactory connection to you, your cat is carrying a piece of you with them at all times. You are their anchor, their reference point, their safe base from which to explore the world. This is why cats who are separated from their owners during travel, during hospitalization, during any extended absence, often show signs of stress that go beyond simple loneliness. They're not just missing you. They're missing the scent map. They're missing the olfactory anchor that tells them the world is safe. This is also why leaving a worn piece of clothing with a cat who is anxious or grieving can be so helpful. Your scent alone carries comfort. Imagine what your actual presence does. We've talked a lot about what face rubbing means emotionally and psychologically. But let's also talk about what it means for your health, because there's fascinating research here too. Studies on the human-animal bond have consistently shown that physical contact with a beloved pet, including the kind of gentle, repetitive touch that happens during face rubbing, triggers the release of oxytocin in humans. Oxytocin is sometimes called the love hormone or the bonding hormone. It's the same chemical released during hugging, during breastfeeding, during moments of deep human connection. When your cat rubs their face on you and you respond by stroking them, both of you are experiencing an oxytocin release. Both of you are, literally, falling more in love with each other in that moment. Your heart rate slows. Your cortisol levels drop. Your nervous system shifts into a state of calm. And your cat. Research suggests cats experience something similar. Their stress hormones decrease during positive human contact. Their heart rate slows. They enter a state of physiological calm that mirrors what we feel. The face rub is not just a gesture. It's a biochemical event. It's your bodies speaking to each other in a language older than words. Now, I want to address something that sometimes comes up in conversations about cat behavior, the idea that cats are aloof, that they don't really love their owners, that they're just using us for food and warmth. I want to be very clear, the science does not support this. Multiple studies, including landmark research from Oregon State University and the University of Lincoln, have shown that cats form genuine attachment bonds with their owners, bonds that are structurally similar to the bonds human infants form with their caregivers. Cats show what researchers call secure attachment behavior. They use their owners as a safe base. They seek proximity when stressed. They show distress at separation and relief at reunion. And face rubbing is one of the primary ways they express and maintain this attachment. When your cat rubs their face on you, they are not performing a mechanical behavior driven purely by instinct. They are expressing a relationship. They are maintaining a bond. They are choosing you over and over again in the only language they have. So the next time your cat walks up to you and presses their cheek against your hand, pause. Feel it. Understand what's happening. Your cat has decided, in their ancient, instinctive, deeply felt way, that you are their person, that you are safe, that you are home. They are writing their name on you. And in doing so, they are telling you that you have written yourself into their heart. That is not a small thing. That is everything. As we come to the end of this journey through the hidden world of your cat's face rub, I want to leave you with something to carry with you. Every time your cat bunts you, every cheek press, every chin rub, every forehead bump, is a moment of genuine communication. It's a moment where the barrier between species dissolves, where something true and wordless passes between you. You don't need to speak the same language to love each other. You don't need to understand every nuance of feline psychology to feel the warmth of that small face pressed against your hand. But now you know what it means, and knowing makes it even more beautiful. Take care of your cat. Pay attention to them. Respond to their bids for connection. Slow blink back. Offer your hand. Let them rub their face on you and know, really know, that in that moment, you are the most important thing in their world. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being the kind of person who wants to understand. Your cat is lucky to have you. And if this video moved you, if it made you see your cat a little differently, share it with someone who loves their cat too. Because this kind of understanding, this kind of connection, it's worth spreading. Until next time, give your cat a gentle scratch behind the ears from me. They'll know what it means.
Oh, there you are. I missed you too. Meow.
What's that?
Meow. Meow.
Hello there.
Meow. 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 Mew. Hello, little one. Did you miss me? Meow. Come here, my little friend. There we go. Settle down. Good kitty.